Hey guys, what is up? Spacey Cloud here and welcome to a new video. Today I would like to introduce a new video series on the channel where I'll be talking about my top favorite games. And this is not really a review, this is just me sharing my thoughts, opinions, both positive and negatives about these games. But definitely sharing across my top favorite games of 2024 so far. So 90% of these games, so almost all of the games I'm going to mention, actually came out beginning of the year. However, there's one game that I keep playing and it did not necessarily come out this year, but it is being developed and updated as we speak. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you would like to see more of these types of videos in the future. And yeah, let's get going. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the game Palworld. So Palworld is one of those games that I have not played enough yet to create a proper review for you. However, it made it to my favorite list because when I played it, I actually thought that the survival aspect mixed with capturing your own pals was such a cool and unique aspect that I haven't played before. And to give you a short overview of what the game is about, so it's an action-packed adventure that combines survival elements with the thrill of monster taming or capturing your pals. So these pals can be captured, battled, and also used for tasks. And one of the things that stood out for me is that these pals actually can build your base for you, or at least help you a lot with collecting resources, crafting, building the necessary things you need, which is, I think, a very cool aspect because you never feel alone in the game. Even if you would play alone, you don't really feel alone. Also, you can play this game online with other people on multiplayer servers. However, I know that the game is still in early access phase, so they do mention that there is possibility of lags and bugs in the multiplayer servers. So I have mainly been playing on a co-op server together with Kevin, and I think our server was working pretty well. I haven't experienced any bugs or lags on that with just playing the two of us. The game has a nice humor and playfulness to it, so yeah, I mean, when you see these pals and when you start up the game, it's a really fun environment and you can kind of feel like the game doesn't take itself too serious. It's more like, hey, come play with us, even though some pals can actually kill you. And yeah, one of the things that I was maybe missing from the game so far was the lack of like a story content. I know that when you play survival games, the story itself is about surviving, capturing pals, and doing whatever you need to do to survive in the world. But then I played other survival game that actually had a really cool story like RPG. But of course, this is all preference, right? So I'm just mentioning what I wish maybe the game had. But all in all, I think I would recommend Palworld for those that are looking for a fun and unique aspect of a new survival game. So in this case, you have the survival aspects, but you also have pals that can help you out. As I mentioned, you never feel alone. Also, I want to mention that Palworld has, in my opinion, a very beautiful world, a very beautiful looking world. It really reminds me a little bit of like a Zelda-ish kind of vibe, a little bit of the Pokemon manga style aspect, which also relates to the fun and humoristic aspect of the game that doesn't take itself too serious. So next on my list is Enshrouded. So what you need to know about me is I love RPG games. I love where you can progress your character and also become, a wizard, a warrior, a ranger, where there's like kind of like limitless usage of what you can be. Enshrouded is definitely one of those games that stands out for me because of the RPG aspect. So like in comparison to Palworld, I know that these two are two different survival games at its core. However, if I would have to pick one, I would go with Enshrouded because of that RPG aspect that I really, really enjoy. One of the things that I noticed in the game is the learning curve. The game requires you to learn a little bit about the mechanics of the game, how to use, how to navigate the menu, how to craft, how to make sure you don't die. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool and challenging in the start. Once you get past that first learning curve, you're gonna enjoy the game so much more. So just to mention, the game is still an early access release, so there might be a bugs or any lag that you might experience, but in my experience, the game has been playing pretty good, pretty smooth. And as your character grows, or rather you grow the character, you upgrade and level up in your mana, your skill tree. The skill tree is also pretty cool. You can unlock new abilities, enhancements. So yeah, you can really customize your character, but I guess that is to be expected from an RPG survival game. Okay, now I'm going to mention my favorite game that I am playing actually non-stop now, which is Helldivers 2. I didn't know I'm gonna enjoy the game so much because I haven't really played, or I've never played, the first Helldivers. So, you know, when I watched videos of Helldivers 2, I was like, why would I want to shoot bugs and, you know, see the goo coming from the bugs? So yeah, I was kind of not into it in the start. But then I actually decided to get the game, to try it out. And oh my god, I was blown away with how much fun it is, really. So Helldivers 2 is a cooperative third-person shooter. It is a direct sequel to the first Helldivers, which again I haven't experienced, haven't played myself. But honestly, I don't feel like I'm missing something by not having played the first Helldivers. As soon as I played Helldivers 2, I got kind of the feel of the game. So it is a community-based game, and what that means is that the more players progress on a planet, so the more players kill the bugs or kill the robots, which are on the other side of this super Earth, the more planets will unlock eventually. So I think that is like the most fun thing maybe about this game, that you can unlock new planets, maybe not new worlds, I'm not actually sure, but definitely new planets that you can then play. Another fun thing about this game is that you actually never play alone, even though if you want to play alone, I don't know if that's possible, but as soon as you join a game, you start your game, other players will join you to help you, which is really awesome because I found that cooperating with other players is a really fun aspect of this game. So before you start a mission, you pick your stratagems. So these are like, you know, special abilities, the call in an orbital strike or calling in a sentry gun, things that really help you out for your mission. And when you play with other people, it's really fun to see what stratagems they choose, so you can kind of adapt and pick maybe not exactly the same stratagems as them. It has been a really, really fun experience on the challenging mode. You have a character progression, you level up as you collect, as you do more missions on the planets. One fun thing is that, you know, every mission ends up with either extraction or no extraction, and depending on the extraction, you might get a lot of XP or no XP. So you have to like be, you know, strategic together and just make sure that no one dies in the end, because if someone dies, then you just basically lose points. And it's also fun because you don't have to do only the mission that you're doing. You can also do like optional things to earn more XP in your session. One of the things I've noticed recently when I joined other people, I crashed I think 2 times, 2 out of maybe 10 times. Yeah, I guess I'm also curious to know if they would add more stratagems, more things that you can unlock. So yeah, I definitely recommend Helldivers 2 if you like playing strategic, cooperative extraction shooters. It's a really fun game to play together. Okay, and last but not least, I want to mention Star Citizen. I have been playing Star Citizen for, I think, year and a half. So I guess you guys have seen my Star Citizen videos, and one of the things that I love doing in Star Citizen, also Star Citizen is like a space simulation game, right? It's not really a game where, you know, not really comparable to the other games that I have mentioned, because it is a vast universe, a world, planet, cosmos that just lives all the time. just traveling through space is also fantastic in my opinion. I just love enjoying the game for that. Of course, there's so much to do in the game. However, as you guys know, the game is still being developed. And yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think I have ever played a game like Star Citizen. I feel like Star Citizen is such a unique, well, game simulation where everything just happens as if, you know, it will be this world, a simulation world, right? Of course, the state of the game right now is, yeah, there are bugs. The game is, of course, not fully finished. And I guess everyone is waiting for the new update where we will be able to travel to Pyro, which is a completely new system. I am definitely going to make a Star Citizen review in the future, but I feel like I want to give the new update a chance first before I make any review. I guess I would recommend Star Citizen for those who are okay with the current state of the game. So you're okay with some missions not working properly, with, you know, the servers crashing, or the elevators crashing and you just fall down the planet. If you're looking forward to what's coming and you still enjoy what is working properly in the game, such as, well, space traveling works really well for me. And just buying ships, exploring with the ship, exploring planets, and just flying. Flying from planet to planet without any single loading screen, without any single pause. It is incredible to me, and the graphics are amazing. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know what games you are looking forward to, or what are your favorite games of 2024 so far. I know that there's tons of games coming up, so I'm really looking forward. And one of the RPG games, Dragon's Dogma 2, coming out tomorrow, or the 22nd of March. Looking forward to seeing if I would enjoy it. It's a really good looking RPG game. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!